Ngayon po, assessor, regional office ng BNGF, and then to central office, and then to SOF, bago ibabato, babalik ulit sa assessors. To interpret and decide on real property valuation matters. So, magkakaroon po ng isang separate service ng BNGF, which is called the Real Property Valuation Service, or RPVS, to focus mainly on this valuation functions. And then the fourth is to provide technical assistance to the LGUs. The fifth is to provide leadership and policy direction. The sixth is to maintain a roster of licensed appraisers and assessors. So they have to work hand in hand with the PRBRES to have this roster of licensed appraisers and assessors. Bakit po? Kasi po, under the LGC, ang assessors po, ang appointment ng assessors, by the way, ang appointment kami po ng assessors is under the local government. Hindi po nawala yung function na yon. So, ang mga assessors lang po will be coming from dun sa LGC, dun lang sa city or municipality that where the LGU is located. With the RP-BARA, nilakihan po yung panggagalingan ng mga appraisers and assessors, ginawa na po yung region. So bakit po nangyari yan? Kasi meron pong mga nakaupo currently na mga assessors na hindi licensed appraisers. Ano ang rason nila? Kasi po wala pong available na licensed appraiser dito sa locality nila. So, nilakihan na po yung catchment area. So, hindi nila pwede sabihin na walang appraiser. Kasi region na ang paghuhugutan ng mga assessors. The seventh is to develop and maintain electronic database. The eighth is the continuing study and research on valuation. The ninth is to formulate uniform procedures in the assessor's office. The 10th is to exercise technical supervision. 11 is to determine reasonable fees for the RPIS. The 12th is to perform such other functions. So, ito po yung nadagdag na function sa BLGF. So, ito po yung kanilang proposed BLGF organizational structure under the RP-BARA with the additional one service, which is the RPBS. Now, magkakaroon po na tinatawag na Real Property Valuation Unit. So, ano po yung Real Property Valuation Unit? Ito po ay malalodge sa mga LGU. So, dapat meron na po talaga silang dedicated na unit doing only valuation. Another provision of the law is the Central Consultative Committee. So, ang Central Consultative Committee po, ang mag-head niyan ay BLGF with the representatives of the Bureau of Internal Revenue, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, the National Organization of Government Assessors, the Union of Local Authorities of the Philippines, the Land Registration Authority, the private appraisal sector, and the real estate sector. Ang function po ng Central Consultative Committee is not to look at the schedule of market values of the different jurisdictions. Ang gagawin lang po ng Consultative Committee is to look at the standards. So whether ito ba mga standards na po are being followed or needs to be Consultative Committee. And then there shall be a Regional Consultative Committee, which shall be chaired by the DLGF Regional Director and shall be composed of the head of the DNR Regional Office or the duly authorized representative, the head of the DNR Regional Office or the duly authorized representative, the head of the respective regional organizations or public assessors or their duly authorized representative, the head of the private appraisal sector within the region or their duly authorized representative, the head of the real estate sector who is licensed by the PRC within the region or their duly authorized representative, the head of the Bankers Association within the region or their duly authorized representative, the head of the regional chapter of the League of Cities or their duly authorized representative, and the head of the regional chapter of the League of Provinces or their duly authorized representative. So, yan po ang constitution ng Central Consultative Committee and the Regional Consultative Committee. And then, of course, the development and evaluation standards. So, ang nalang po natin is the come up with the uniform evaluation standards. So, ito po ang chart na ito, sabi na, will provide transparency and accountability through a separation of valuation from taxation process. So, ito po yung proseso. So,
Ay natin sa front back, no?
The assessor and then goes to the regional or central, and then it goes to the SOF, Secretary of Finance, and then it goes back to the assessors. So, yung for other NGOs, we use as benchmark for social policy programs for mortgage for research, population, land conversion, etc. So, sabi ko na kanina, so this is the function, this is the political function, the other is the political function. So this is where they set the assessment level and the tax rate. So again, I would like to reiterate that for taxation purposes, the purpose of the second of market values is as basis for general revision, as basis in determining market value, as alternative basis in computing any internal revenue tax, and for other purposes as basis for your property appraisals and other related purposes. These are the functions of obtaining the scheduled market value. Again, dito sa aming various special workshops with the different stakeholders, ang isa pang question na lagi pinakato, will it make the value